Welcome back to another episode of Catching Up with the Cougars. I'm Grant Patterson. Today I'm joined by head assistant baseball coach and recruiting coordinator Eli Hickman. Coach, appreciate you taking the time to join me.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah. First question we'll start off with, pretty unique path for you. Last season you were playing under Coach Connor at Concordia, Chicago. Was it 4 or 5 years as a Cougar there?
5 years.
Yeah, 5 years with the COVID year, and now you're in your first year out of college as a head assistant here at IU Kokomo. What's that transition really been like for you?
It's been good. I mean, obviously 5 years at Concordia. I love my time there. Met some really good guys, had a good experience playing. Saw a lot of what college baseball can be.
Right.
We had some good years, some bad years. I was there in the fall of COVID. Got hurt a little bit, had season-ending injuries, had good years, had bad years. So it was a really good all-around experience. I love the guys up there. I was supposed to be the GA there this past year. And then in the summer, I was just with Colin. We were having some dinner. And he asked me if I wanted to come with him here. And for myself, it was a little bit of a no-brainer just because the elevated position for one, but two, I'm from Indiana.
Right.
Family's still here, girlfriend's here. Elevated position, like I said, have a little bit more say in recruiting, can coach a little bit more. So the transition's been good. I think with just like anything, like you kind of think you know what to expect in terms of when you're going into a new scene, whether it be a new job, moving somewhere else, but you don't exactly know what it is until you're in the thick of it.
No doubt.
I think the biggest thing for me that I've learned a ton is just the constant reminders and the constant communication of what expectations are, what we're doing, and just kind of that stuff with the guys. But it's been great. I love where I am. Love having Colin and Joe. They're great for me, so it's been a good transition.
Yeah, let's talk about Tuesday, man. First non-conference win of the year, was a long time coming for that. But the offense that you kind of head up with Joe, obviously Colin's input is taken there as well, but 22 runs on the board in that victory over IU South Bend. What was clicking offensively for that group?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you ever go into a ball game expecting to score 22 runs.
Right.
But obviously you take them when you can get them. I think for us, it was kind of just taking what the game gave us a little bit. Had some free bases that were given to us a little bit. Main thing was we just didn't get too big offensively. I didn't think we took our walks when guys needed to get in, score in position. We hit ground balls, we hit sac flies, and then we got a couple big hits. I think the thing I was most proud of was it's very easy when you're up 9 or 10-3 in a ball game to just kind of coast the rest of the way through.
Throw the talent.
We've talked about that the last couple months as an offense of whenever we're on the gas pedal, just put that thing to the floor and keep going.
Right.
So I was proud of them for that, of just continuing to score an inning, score every single inning, every time we had opportunities. Felt like we were aggressive. So yeah, it was a good day offensively. Can't expect that every time out, but I was proud of them.
Yeah, save some of those runs for this weekend, but a big part of that was Jedvier Garcia's record game. He's a first-year player for us here, albeit a junior in college, setting the program record for RBIs in a single game with 8. And to be honest with you, he blew it out of the water. I think maybe 1 or 2 prior to him had recorded 6 in a game, but to record 8 in a game is pretty much unheard of at any level. So talk about that performance.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a really good day for him.
Right.
I think it was big for him, too, just because over the weekend in Columbus probably didn't play as well as he would have wanted to. And for him, the last month or so, it's been a little bit of feast or famine, a little bit at the plate. So the big thing for him moving forward is just kind of getting to his spots consistently. He's a big hang guy, so kind of getting him back early. And just kind of being a little more consistent game to game and at-bat to at-bat is huge for him. But obviously, I mean, 4 for 4, sac fly, 8 RBIs, whatever
home
it
run
was.
shy of a cycle.
Home run shy of a cycle.
Yeah.
He was trying way too hard for it.
I completely agree.
Was trying way too hard for it, but still had a really good at-bat for us in his last at-bat. So proud of him, and we just got to keep going.
Now, Eli, you guys are right in the mix in River State's conference play. We're just about through the midway point of that conference slate. Won every series to this point. Talked about how big of a motto or mantra that is for this program this year on previous episodes. But what's been the key to staying that consistent each weekend? You're just a game out of second place and 2 games out of the top spot. Anything's possible with really our biggest conference series still to play this year in Shawnee State, Oakland City, IU Southeast, and this weekend against Midway. What has been the key to being so consistent?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of continuing to build a little bit, I think a couple weeks ago we had Colin on here, and he kind of talked about, the start of the season, and no one will start 0-10, but at the same point, you got to go from somewhere as well. So I think just continuing to build, continuing to control what we can, and just kind of focusing on pouring into each other a little bit. So that's kind of what's been the key for us and has got us to the point we are now. Obviously, when you win the first 2 games of a weekend split, you want to take the third as well.
Yeah, close it out.
But I think just keeping the main thing, and just winning 2 out of 3, and at some point we're gonna have to win a game 3, and that's
Right.
gonna be when that time comes. But no, I think just controlling what we can has been the main thing for us, and just continuing to build and keep onward and upward. So that's kind of what it's been like for us.
Yeah, looking ahead to this weekend series, it's senior day a bit early in the home slate, but senior day for an important senior class, and we're also dealing with what is probably our toughest conference opponent to date. What are we going to need to do to have success this weekend against a Midway Eagles squad led by an experienced head coach and Luther Bramblett that's always going to play hard, and you know what to expect from these guys?
Yeah, I mean, they do a great job. They play hard. They're well coached. They're pitching it really well right now. So for us, I mean, the park we play at, we're going to need to be on a line on the ground, you know.
Right.
It's going to be a tough day anytime you try to hit the ball out of the ballpark here. So having good at-bats, putting the ball in play, pitching it well, picking it up, just kind of been doing what we have been doing.
A clean style of play, yeah.
Clean style of play, and you're going to need it this weekend just because if you make a mistake, they're going to take advantage. So that's kind of what it's going to be like for us, and hopefully what we have this weekend for us.
Yeah, senior day ceremony will be this Saturday at 10 a.m., 2 hours prior to first pitch for that doubleheader. Series opener is this Friday afternoon, tomorrow at 3 p.m. We'd love to have you guys out and support the Cougars, and should have not the greatest weather, but no reason to keep you inside the house. The better weather is coming. I think 5 straight days of 70-degree weather next week, and a big series the following weekend against Oakland City. But Coach, I appreciate the time as always. Best of luck this weekend. For you guys listening, that's Assistant Coach Eli Hickman joining us here on Catching Up with the Cougars. My name is Grant Patterson. Thanks for watching.